Ever told one tiny lie that completely changed your life? During my first week at a new job, I accidentally nodded when my manager asked if I had experience with Excel macros. I'd barely used Excel beyond basic spreadsheets, but everyone was staring at me in that conference room, and I panicked. Yeah, I've worked with them before, I mumbled, figuring I could watch a quick tutorial later. The next morning, my manager dropped a massive project on my desk. Since you're our macro expert, I need you to automate our entire quarterly reporting system by Friday. My stomach dropped. This wasn't something I could learn from a 10-minute YouTube video. Instead of coming clean, I stayed at the office until midnight for 3 straight nights, frantically learning Excel from scratch. I joined online forums using a fake name to ask embarrassingly basic questions. When coworkers walked by, I'd quickly switch screens to look like I was confidently coding. By Thursday, my eyes were bloodshot. I'd consumed dangerous amounts of coffee, and I had somehow cobbled together a working macro that barely functioned. The situation escalated when my manager was so impressed that she mentioned my expertise to the CEO during a company-wide meeting. "We're lucky to have found someone with such specialized skills," she announced as I sank lower in my chair. The CEO immediately perked up. "Perfect. You can lead the training session for the executive team next month." My life flashed before my eyes as everyone applauded. Soon, co-workers from other departments started emailing me Excel questions. I created elaborate excuses to buy time while frantically researching their issues at night. "I need to consider the optimal approach," I'd reply professionally, while actually having no idea what they were talking about. My apartment transformed into an Excel shrine. Books, sticky notes, and printouts covered every surface. I canceled dates, missed family gatherings, and once fell asleep in the office bathroom after an all-nighter. My friends stopped inviting me to things. They assumed I was going through something. I was. It just involved pivot tables. The breaking point came when the company newsletter featured me in their employee spotlight section. There I was, smiling awkwardly beside a quote about my passion for data automation and my supposed background developing macros for my previous employer. My mother called, confused. "Honey, I didn't know you were a computer person. You used to call me to set up your Wi-Fi." The night before the executive training, I was preparing my resignation letter. I'd rather quit than face humiliation in front of the leadership team. As I practiced my final presentation at 2 a.m., the office cleaning lady stopped by my desk. "You still here?" she asked. I confessed everything in a sleep-deprived breakdown. She listened, then started laughing. "My son teaches Excel at the community college. Let me call him." Her son arrived an hour later, reviewed my work, and looked genuinely impressed. "This is actually really innovative," he said. "You've approached these problems differently than someone with formal training would." He helped me refine my presentation and explained the technical terms I'd been misusing. For the first time in months, I felt like I wasn't drowning. I actually understood what I was talking about. The executive training went shockingly well. The CEO called my solutions refreshingly intuitive and asked me to develop a company-wide training program. As I was leaving, my manager pulled me aside. "I need to confess something," she said quietly. "I don't actually understand macros myself. I've been taking notes on everything you say so I can sound knowledgeable in meetings." We stared at each other for a moment before both bursting into laughter. I wasn't alone after all. 2 years later, I'm now legitimately the head of our data automation department. I've taught workshops at industry conferences. I consult for startups. Sometimes I still can't believe that one panicked nod in a meeting completely changed my career path. And yes, the cleaning lady's son is now my business partner. We run a weekend consulting firm called Macro Masters.